Hi everybody. We thought we'd come back with some feedback because that last video we made produced a lot of brilliant comments. So a couple of days has passed and plenty is happening.
Yeah, so that last video was called Sex, the Conversation We're Not Having. This is the one we are having, have been having ever since. And initially, because of the depth of that questioning, it was really important for us and apparently for quite a lot of people out there. But there was a great release of energy between us. We were able to meet in a different, because we dared to have the conversation with each other. It was like, lots of realizations and a sense of solidarity because we dare face these issues and the intricacies together. So, good spin-off. Yeah, absolutely. Talk about it and it'll bring you closer together, probably.
I know for me that I have never been so clear in my life than I was with Pete. I made that marker in the sand. I made the mark and just said, from this point onwards, the answer's no. Until we can feel, not talk about, until we can feel a great change. And to say that with the heart open, and anyone who knows me will know how much I totally love and am loyal to Pete, completely and utterly. But I've been writing so much about the fierce feminine these last months, and of course, the more I listen, the more I write, the more I become. And I realised I wasn't being as insistent as I needed to be. And my communication was watered down and soft and flimsy, and of course it held no water. And despite saying no, from this point onwards the answer's no, there has been so many openings in me towards myself, towards life, towards Pete. So I think that's the first thing I want to say is the no. It doesn't, the world doesn't end just because you say no, but something massively changes. And before we go over to Pete, I think in these last days I've been feeling incredibly empowered, fabulous, lots of energy, lots of creativity, working hard, being fruitful and productive, whereas Pete's had a little slightly different experience.
It just that reminds me of, there's a really great set of discussions we should have about let your yes be yes and your no be no. From another level, I can recognise if I can trust Anaiya's no, if it should happen sometime in the future where she hits the right vibration and she says yes, then I can trust that too. At the moment, both men and women are kind of in the vague land of saying one thing and meaning another. You know, especially as I understand the ladies agreeing to something that they don't really, but they're just doing out of duty or out of that's what a good wife does, or, you know, don't appear to be difficult. Anyway, what Anaiya was talking about is that conversation pulled out a linchpin in me, as it were, and I understood and understand from other men that our own identities are very much coupled with our sexuality. How often we make love or have sex, as in the frequency, but also how we feel about ourselves as lovers. And if our partner again is telling us that we're a good lover when she means she's bored shitless, that's cross signals, and it also leads to confusion. And then later on, when she's honest, his world, my world, erupts or breaks like the Grand Canyon. And that's kind of what's happened. It's like a knock-on effect. My sexual identity, as I've been calling it, took a massive knock. Like, sex is not going to happen. Lovemaking is just not going to happen until the right vibration. but my whole sense of identity, you know, who am I? What am I? What do I want? Where do I go from here? And this is something I've been going on about for ages, about the masculine sense of deep lostness. Women are finding their voice thanks to the fierce feminine, and some guys thanks to the fierce feminine. But who is the masculine or male, I was going to say opposite, but partner to the fierce feminine? What is he? What's his name? What's he look like? You know, all these great questions in a time where the collective masculine hasn't got a fucking igloo about our present state of being. We've gone from a place where others, partners, church, state, military or whoever, political situation are telling us who we are, who we're supposed to be when we're a man, and we're not believing that anymore. But then what? Who takes its place? So a huge sense of, getting stuck, standing still in a car park, like, I don't know where to go from here. In humility and deep honesty, I haven't got a clue where to go from here. I've been here before. We've done several rounds of this, but each time it goes deeper, and there are no. I can hear. I'm asking from a masculine voice. What's my role? And Anaiya replies in the car on the way back from the market earlier today. It's about being. It's not about doing something. It's a beingness, a vibration. But I'm hearing that from my masculine mind that wants to, a job description. Here, this is what it means to be a man. So that's kind of, yeah, all right.
No, I'm going to kiss you.
Oh.
We're also on a detox, beloved friends. We're about day 6 or 7 into it. And we have all these pills and potions that we're eating or drinking. And it's true, Pete really did hit this strange wall in the car park today where he just froze and didn't know what his identity was, and he wanted to eat and he wanted to drink, and he was angry at me because I was being so militant because I'm really sticking to this program. And as a yogi, one of my inner eyebrows went up and went, we're really reaching out for substance, give me some substance. So I wanted him to mention that because that's really important. So far so good.
The not knowing is a really good thing, because we've kind of been playing at knowing, and it's a complete crock. It's the masculine patriarchal facade that's crumbling. That world leaders are trying to maintain, and it's not going to happen. You know, it's got to happen like this for us men. We have to be pushed into a corner so that we either break or let go, or whatever the wordology is. It's kind of, right now I don't know what I can eat, really, because we're kind of doing are we vegans? Are we some other V word? So like I can't have a ham sandwich.
You can have whatever you want.
Yeah,
you have to choose.
My own guilt and shame thing comes in there. Like, what do I do? Not used to what do I want. It's kind of, I want to do stuff together. But and what can I drink? Well, no alcohol, and no Ovaltine's got this, that, and the other in it, and cup of soup's got 6 million E additives in it, and it's not just a sexuality, big subject on its own. What may I eat? How may I dress? What does my beard look like? Who trims that? Every part of my identity is still kind of being fed from someone outside of myself. And it's easy to say from outside, be yourself, be your authentic self. But none of us fucking guys are used to knowing who that is, or how he dresses, or, what side of the bed he gets out of. I don't know. But all good. It's important to be in this place.
Mm-hmm. So, beloved ones, thank you for watching and treading with us as we have this conversation. bless your hearts, really.
Yep. See when I know where I am. Change my avatar.